SirTeoHero.
Okay, here we are. Welcome to the world's largest, smallest, longest lasting active YouTube channel. My name is SirTeoHero or Theo, and I welcome you to watch this new classic game. This time the game is Age of Empires, and this is a game from year 1997.
Lare, Somus, Oklama, Holmes, Holmes,
Age of Empires, also known as AOE, is a history-based real-time strategy video game released in 1997. Developed by Ensemble Studios and published by Microsoft, the game uses a Genie, a 2D sprite-based game engine. The game also allows the user to act as a leader of an ancient civilization by advancing it through the 4 ages, the stone, tool, bronze and iron ages, gaining access to new and improved units with each advantage. The game was later ported to Pocket PC with Windows as very similar version to the PC one. Originally touted as Civilization meets Warcraft, some reviewers felt that the game failed to live up to these expectations when it was released. Despite this, it received generally good reviews, and the expansion pack Age of Empires: The Rise of Rome was released in 1998. Both the original Age of Empires and the expansion pack were later released as the Gold Edition. Age of Empires main series contains Age of Empires, Age of Empires: The Rise of Rome, which was the expansion, Age of Empires 2: The Age of Kings, Age of Empires 2: The Conquerors, Age of Empires 3, Age of Empires 3: The War Chief, Age of Empires 3: The Asian Dynasties, and Age of Empires Online. There is also a spin-off games. There are Age of Mythology, Age of Mythology: The Titans, Age of Empires: The Age of Kings, and Age of Empires Mythologies. I'm gonna take a look at the options. Is there any way to improve the game quality? And there is actually. Let's see, does it make any changes? Yeah, I think it actually did some changes. Yep. So yeah, let's hope this actually looks better for you guys now. It looked okay there before, but yeah, it should look even better now. The picture is a bit more further away, but that's how the things were done in this era, in the late 90s. For once, this is a game which I have actually played on my childhood, and I think we actually owned a full version of this game. So yeah, it's quite cool to actually come back to this game, which I have played like hundreds of hours, because back in the days, yeah, you only had certain games because you couldn't afford to get any more. But right now these are so cheap, so you can actually get all of these and play these again and refresh your memories. But yep, let's talk a bit about the gameplay. Age of Empires requires the player to develop a civilization from a handful of hunter-gatherers to an expansive Iron Age empire. To assure victory, the player must gather resources in order to pay for new units, buildings and more advanced technology. Resources must also be preserved, as no new resources become available as the game progresses. For example, trees that are cut down will not grow back. 12 civilizations are available, each with individual set of attributes, including a varying number of available technologies and units. Each civilization has technologies unique to them, so that no civilization possesses all the technologies possible within the game. A major component of the game is the advance throughout 4 ages, and those ages were the Stone, Tool, Bronze and Iron Age. The advancement between ages is researched at the town center, and each advancement brings the player new technologies, weapons and units. And most of the hardcore players, well, anyone who have played Age of Empires or any this type strategic game like Warcraft, you might already notice that I had a really bad start at the beginning. I built one house too many, and yeah, I didn't focus enough on the food and getting enough these gatherers or workers, let's call it workers. So yeah, what you actually need to do at the beginning is build one new house and then just keep new workers. You don't need the barracks like I did, and yeah, I did the freaking soldier as well. So yeah, you won't need to do that. So yeah, you need to just max out your amount of workers. So yeah, you get a good, nice start. And now I think I'm heavily behind the enemy. And yeah, one funny thing is that always when the music tracks change on the background, yeah, the game has a minor froze. It's less than half a second, but yeah, you might have noticed that there. And right now I'm just gathering in more resources to be able to advance. Like I have now the granary bottom here, where I collect fruits from the bushes, and up here I have the worker getting stone and wood, and yeah, they can bring the resources to that building. And then I have the two houses and the barracks, and then I have this town center, and from the town center I can actually advance to a Bronze Age. And of course not bronze, I mean 2 age first, after that is bronze, and after that it's the Iron Age. Some of you might know a different Empire game, that's Empire Earth, that was released in 2001, and from there you have basically the same idea, that you start from very early ages, but on that game you can actually advance all the way to the future as well. Here the progress stops at the Iron Age, so you won't be seeing any missiles or nuclear weapons or anything like that, unless you of course use cheats, which there are plenty. I don't know why there is so many cheats on this game. Is it the age of this game or actually the difficulty of this game? Because this isn't the easiest game to play, as it requires some skill. Maybe in today's measurement, this game could be think that's an easier game than it was back in the 98. Back then there wasn't that many games like this. So yeah, it might be that if you would play this game right now and it would be your first time, you might think it's about normal in the difficulty level, but yeah, even I still find this to be a bit harder, as there are different kind of resources. There are 4 different kind of resources, and there are multiple ways to win the game. You can control each of the artifacts or something to win the game. Then you can win simply by conquering, or then you can win by building a wonder. And yeah, there are many ways to do it, and there is also the diplomatic menu, where you can assign allies or wars or peaces or something with other nations. And you might be thinking why I would make a war with someone else. What's the difference between that and peace? Because the idea is to conquer the world basically here. The idea is that if I would have a sea here, I could do trading missions with my trading boat, and you can't do that if you are at war, but if you are at peace or allies you can do that. And trading boats give you gold, and the amount of gold is I think it depends the distance between your and the other nation's dock. So yeah, that's how you get gold if you would have a dock and trading dock, yeah, and partner to trade with.
Holmes. Donna E. Malamog. Holmes.
Yeah, it seems I'm being bullied by a enemy worker. Like once again there is a worker coming. I don't know why they keep sending work. Okay. There is someone attacking. Ah, shit. How many? 3? 4? Ah, shit. Yeah, I only have one shoulder, which I have upgraded, but I don't think it has any chances to actually kill those. And my tower is up there because I thought they would come from there, but yeah, they didn't. So yeah, let's call some backups. And yeah, this is when I talked about the cheats. Yeah, this game has plenty. You can call this the missile car, or you can call commando troops. It's even funny that they have this type of units animated in this game. Well, okay, there isn't that great animations, but still, these are available in the game. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And yeah, that should help me keep my town alive, because it would be quite bad if this classic game would end at we have played like 20 minutes now or something. So yeah, it wouldn't be that great thing, and this game actually deserves to have some more time on my classics. So yeah, I try to make this a bit longer, and that's why I used cheats. And yeah, you couldn't actually see anything from by now, because I'm so far behind on progress. So yeah, I try to build every possible building and unit to show you what it's like, and show you the end game as well and something. So yeah, you might be wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm just eating myself more food here. Yeah, call me a cheater. This is an offline game. I'm playing against computer and so on. I don't think even the online system works. But yeah, this is just in purpose to show you guys the later part of the game and the advancement what I get by processing through the ages. And because this is a 2D game basically, it still looks good. Like there is the Siberian series, it still looks good, even it's like is it almost 10 years old game? I don't know. But yeah, that's a game where there is a solid background picture and you just move your character. Well, it's not a totally solid background picture, but anyway, it has a small animations background. But yeah, anyways, it's a really high definition look on it, and you have just character that moves on that picture basically. So it looks really good on that way. And yeah, that's because it's not 3D. All these old 2D games actually looks really good. Well, not really good, but yeah, totally acceptable. Like if we compare to some other this era games that are 3D, and you would play those games now, you would totally see the difference, that it looks actually a bit terrible, because the scaling doesn't work that great from 3D to 2D, from 3D to compare to 2D to high definition. I don't know, did that actually make any sense, but I hope it did. I really hope I'm not gonna die, because that would be quite bad. Even I cheated to get myself this unique car, which you can't actually build. I know, that might be obvious. Really? Okay, that was when I talked about the endings of this way to win a mission. This is one of the things. They have the artifacts, or what was the name for it? And yeah, you hold those enough long, you win the game. Okay, thank God, they lost it. So yeah, let's search around. You can see if there's elephants. And there is someone actually working with a dead elephant. And we have a red space here. I think this is a 4-player map right now. So yeah, we have, I think, one opponent on each corner of the map. Even I'm not in any corner. Well, anyways, I think there is 2 other opponents besides this red one, which I just found. And I have actually seen the teal one, I think is what the one which I saw before. I want to build myself a wall here. So yeah, let's start. And this is easy, you just hold down shift and you can draw these awesome walls. But yeah, the problem is that the AI in these situations is pretty dumb. The worker can just stop doing the wall, at certain point, and you need to assign new worker or the same worker to continue from a corner, and yet the corners are really bad. Yeah, the workers won't do the corners for some odd reason, but hey, yeah, this is an old game, and yeah, now I just advance to branch age, and yeah, now I can upgrade several different things and get a first mounted unit. And yeah, let's do an okay. I got a new wall type here. Well, I don't know why I did sound surprised, as actually I did start upgrading the wall, but yeah. Now it looks actually quite cool, so yeah. And there is one upgrade for each age, basically. So yeah, I can only upgrade the wall once on this branch age. And so, same thing on others. There are a few exceptions, like the swordman. Once you upgrade it once, you can actually upgrade it twice to get a different unit on it. But yeah, I'm starting to have... Okay, here you can see the... I don't know why the corner didn't get built there. The worker can build it from here, but yeah, I don't know why it didn't do it. So yeah, I try to surround myself with walls, but yeah, the funny thing is that I don't think there is a gateway in this version of Age of Empires. I think it was added in Age of Empires 2, and there is actually no towers. Well, there is that tower, but I'm thinking, yeah, there isn't any tower that I can build on the wall itself. So yeah, there is no point actually surrounding yourself with walls, because you can't get out. There is no way to make the gateway. cheat some more so we can get to the final age. Now it has begun. So here soon you will see the or you will see all, I don't know. You will see everything that this game has to offer. From this, the architecture of buildings changes depending which civilization you are. There are like 4 different kind of textures for buildings, and yeah, the texture thing is the only thing that changes. Yeah, the actual building behavior doesn't change. And the funny thing is that it's actually quite hard to attack or destroy lots of things with your basic units. Unit like catapult or lots of certain type of units to actually destroy a building. You can't win this game by having like 2 warriors, because it just takes way too long to destroy something. And yeah, even you might think that I now closed myself in. Nope, there is a hole there behind that horse where I can get actually out. And okay, apparently there is some problems in that section, and I have no unit available. I could need a sword, no swordman, I mean the arrow range unit to help me there. So yeah, as you can see, my units have been hitting this building for a while now. It's burning, but yeah, it takes way too long time. Of course, you can repair the building, and you need to then take out the repairer. But yeah, it still takes quite some time. And yep, the one thing about the AI again, as you saw, the catapult was stuck in there. I don't know why it tried to go through there. It's obvious it's not a place where it could fit. But anyways, let's try to pathfind this catapult to a position where it can actually shoot or do something. And yeah, I think it's now we have played like 40, now 35 minutes. So yeah, it's time to start ending this game, and now I just simply made enough these cars to be able to beat it. These are quite superior compared to any other unit in this game. Of course you can still lose it because this has health, but yeah, it's highly unlikely that you will lose unless you are a really bad player. And yeah, I could have just built a regular units and beat the game that way, but yeah, it would take quite some time, and I think you have now seen every possible unit in this game. So yeah, that wouldn't benefit. Yeah, great AI pathfinding. All my cars are stuck currently. It's funny, I can just order them behind the wall and they will do that nicely, but when I order them to go far to the other side of the map, they refuse to go and got them stuck. Well, at least something to do. Oh, there is a temple, or what can we call that? Like stone age thing up there on the right side. One of the collectibles which are required to beat the game on a different victory condition. And I'm hoping this classic game would actually get a bigger viewer base than a normal classic game, because this is maybe a bit more popular game than the others are or were or something. This is quite a real classic game. Of course there are other videos about this first Age of Empires game, but I don't think they are at 720p resolution. They are a bit worse resolution. So yeah, let's hope this gets a bit more views, and for you who are actually a new viewer and not a regular viewer of my series, I can tell you that I do classic games every Sunday, Monday or Tuesday depending where you live, and it always at 10 a.m. GMT 3 +3 time, I think, or something. But yeah, anyways, you can subscribe and you will see always when I post these classic games, it's always the same time. So yeah, once you learn or see what's the time on your own time, did that make any sense? I don't know. What's the time on your local time? Yeah, you know that the video will be always on that time on the next week on the same day. Ugh, that sounded really poor because I'm getting tired. It's 40 minutes. I know I haven't talked that much in this game, but yeah, it's simply because it's a quite long game and I try to actually play this game, which sounds quite stupid again, but hey, who cares. Now just searching when it's not really searching, I actually know where the buildings are, but I think I need to start searching the remaining buildings soon, because I highly doubt all the buildings are in the same area. There is another town center, so you can see it's a bit different than mine. And yeah, it should be okay. There is 2 other buildings. Yeah, I could hope that this is the last building in the game. Yeah, once again the map is kind of hard to see. You should actually see the colors there, but yeah, it's not that easy. And yeah, of course it wasn't the last building in the game. So yeah, now I just need to either just find the last building of some alliance, or then I just need to collect all these artifacts or temples or whatever, ruins, and win the game by that. So yeah, now you can see it's mine, and now it started actually counting. That was the last one what I required. So yeah, it's a good thing that I'm now winning this game either way. Did I find the last building or not? Okay, it has to be here, because yeah, the only black area on the map is currently next to my wall, which is actually quite funny. Let's hope it is actually in there. But yeah, I'm highly... yeah, there it is. And you are victorious! But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this classic game, and stay around, and goodbye. Hop. SirTeoHero.